Circumstances made me what I am, and everyone should know. Well, I know little cry, mama cry, papa cry too. She want the boy with her heart, and that couldn't do. You know they find him dead with a Smith and Wesson. 6 weeks and change now, me and him miss. Why so much violence? Too much violence, it hurts my soul, and I won't keep silent. Circumstances made me what I am. That was his reply, I cry. Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May sound strange, might look foolish, but things ain't getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing me one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. Bad influence you influence the youth and get slaughtered. As bad man used to be, them respect the father. It's like no eyes don't realize that times get harder. Attack a night with all my might and still is laughter. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know now. And when I try to cope, tell myself there is hope. It seems like the biggest joke. And as I put down the gun, collateral must run. I know employment can't come. And me a think about cool, one go back in a school. The system lick me, there's no overdose. Who have not from the slum, take the little much we have, still hunting we done. How do we show some love? How do we get back some now? Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Every man should know. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man?
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're listening to The Proven Truth. You're tuning once again to The Proven Truth with your brother and host Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole. Coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole, here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a beautiful day outside, family. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. It's skies are blue. It's a beautiful day. We give thanks to our God for this day. As customary, you can join the conversation. You can let your voice be heard by dialing the number 504-303-8922. You can also listen to us by dialing 712-432-7883. You can also listen to us or check us out on the web. Check our website out, and you can also listen to us there by going to www.radiogumbocreole.net. Again, that's www.radiogumbocreole.net. We live stream this show, we live stream this podcast, we live stream this program on the Facebook. We live stream on the Facebook. You can check us out at Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. That's Anthony, Anthony, Brown, BROWN, for Assessor 2017. You can also participate with us live on Facebook. You can submit your question on Facebook. You can befriend us on Facebook. You can appear live on this show on Facebook. Again, it's not our policy to vet or to stop anyone from participating on this platform. This platform was actually created for we the people, we the grassroots community, we the voiceless, we the people who the local media refuse from shedding any light to our story, refuse from making our story be a part of their news feed. So it was with that intent in mind, seeing the need of the community to have a platform from which we can let John Public know of our turmoil that we are actually facing here in this territory, the territory of New Orleans. We organize ourselves and we establish this platform. So this platform is not only for Anthony Brown as the host of The Proven Truth, but this platform is for you, all of you guys out there hearing my voice and need for your voice to be heard as well. Again, we encourage you to participate in the process. If you don't participate, if you don't let your voice be heard, how it is then should we know what it is that you are going through? We need to know what it is that you are going through on a day-to-day basis in your professional and private life too. You know, we're family, we're all family here. You can tell us what's going on, you know. You can tell us what's going on in your private life if you want to. Again, if you want to, you know, we are not compelling. All we are saying that we are family here, and it's good to every now and then, you know, talk to your family. Let your family know, look, what's going on. All right. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The United States of America Constitution. What we here would like to refer to or love to refer to as who is your daddy? Who is your daddy? That's what we like to call or refer to the United States Constitution as it relates to the other territories that form this union we call the United States. All government of rights originate with the people, is founded on their will alone, and is instituted to protect the rights and of the individual and for the good of the whole. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all, preserve peace, protect the rights, and promote the happiness and general welfare of the people. The Constitution of Louisiana, 1974, still in full force and effect. Now, as we stated before, if we refer to the United States Constitution as who is your daddy, then it's easy to say that we can refer to the Louisiana Constitution as who is the offspring, or who is your son, or who is your daughter. You follow the gist? When the daddy, when your pops, when your father, your earthly father, lay down the rules, you must follow, you must obey, right? Or you can do like your brother did. When I was 12 and bounce. It's up to you. You're going to either obey by the rules or you bounce. Right? The resurrection of the Negro. The God you worship is a God that expects you to be equal of other men. The God you worship is a God that expects you to be equal of other men. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Liberty Hall, New York, April the 16th, 1922. Family, this is a book. This is one of many books that your brother read. One of many books. The Philosophy and Opinion of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. The Philosophy and Opinion of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. This brother right here, or this ancestor right here, is one that we call upon or we recognize on a day-to-day, in our day-to-day activity, because of what the brother stood for, because of his teaching, because of his life works. We respect and honor his time that he was here on Mother Earth. We recognize that. Here we have a brother who is saying to us, who's saying to the black masses all over the diaspora, stand up. You're a mighty race. Don't believe the propaganda out there. Because even within the propaganda that's being spreaded, it is evident for all to see that without our power, without our will, without our might, the powers that be, white supremacy, heads of state, that be, could not generate or gather so much wealth without our sweat equity. That's one of my brother's philosophy. That's one of his philosophy. Another philosophy from my brother Marcus Mosiah Garvey was that of self-worth, self-determination, and self-preservation. It is Marcus Mosiah Garvey concept and philosophy that you are now listening to me sitting here inside the studio, the host of The Proven Truth. Marcus Mosiah Garvey recognized the fact that black children, black female to be more specific, black girls in the early 20th century were playing with white dolls. white dolls and take it upon himself to create a black doll factory. You follow what I'm saying? Here is a brother who saw a need. Did he go to the white man? Did he go to the financier of the day? Did he go to any government and say, hey, Mr. Mayor, hey, Mr. City Council member, hey, Mr. Governor, hey, Mr. President, look, my daughter need a black doll. My brother said, you all can kiss my black ass. And he went and he created a black doll factory for black girls. So now they can be playing with dolls that replica or that looks like them. That's what my brother did. That's what this ancestor did. This ancestor right here, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, told us, if you want food to eat, why you don't plant your own food? Why you don't cultivate the land for yourself? Why? Why should you sit back and rely on another race or another group of people to put food on your table? Brothers and sisters, we are here right now because of giants before us. We are living in this time right now because there was giants before us. When we speak of giants, we're not speaking about those political few. When we speak of giants, we make mention of a Marcus Mosiah Garvey, a Nanny from the Maroon, a Paul Bogle, a Fred Hamilton, a Maurice Bishop, a Malcolm X, a Carter G. Wilson, a Harriet Tubman, a Thomas Sankara, a Bookman Duty, a Toussaint Louverture, a Jack Dessalines. Brothers and sisters, there are much more giants than these that we mention here today. Much more giants. We couldn't honor or mention all of the giants that we are now standing on their backs or their shoulder, because one won't have enough time on this program. Secondly, in our lifetime we won't have enough time. When you know of the history of the black people, when you know of that exodus, when you know of that brutal exodus from Mother Africa, how could you sit and mention in a lifetime the giants that we are now here living, and for a lot of us wasting our life away, in not recognizing these giants that came before us. We do, brothers and sisters, we do. And we will continue to recognize these giants day in, day out. Why? Because we love and we respect them for what they did Not only for themselves at the time, but what they did for us. What they did for us. And what they are still doing today. Because again, it was the philosophy of our brother over here, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Why Anthony Brown see it fit to establish this platform. When we recognize the fact that the local media ain't speaking about our issue. When we recognize the fact that the local media is controlled by the political elite, to the likes of Mitch J. Landrieu, to the likes of Errol G. Williams, to the likes of Paula Brown, judge on the 4th Circuit Court of Appeal, to the likes of Bernadette Johnson, the political elites. A matter of fact, they call themselves elites. Ain't nothing elites about those crooked bastards, to be honest with you. Brothers and sisters, you are listening to the Proven Truth. You are listening to the Proven Truth with your brother and host Anthony Brown. Coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole. Here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, to participate in the show, to let your voice be heard. To let your voice be heard. To tell us what's on your mind. Feel free to call us at 504-303-8922. Feel free. Now, family, here we have in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, before we even touch on that, let me give you another quote for the day. The first quote of the day was from our brother Marcus Garvey. Let me give you a second quote of the day. Public corruption in Louisiana cannot get much worse. End of quote. Public corruption in Louisiana cannot get much worse. Who said that? The director of the New Orleans FBI office. The director of the FBI New Orleans branch office. Now, listen to me carefully, brothers and sisters. The FBI is a branch of the federal government. Right? It's a branch of the federal government. It's an arm of the federal government. No, the resources of the FBI is far-reaching and deep. The resources. We talk about the financial resources. We talk about the investigative resources. We talk about all type of resources. The FBI, the resources is vast, is huge, is humongous. Now, when the FBI say to you, or say to John public, or the American public, or the world, look, public corruption in the territory of Louisiana cannot. No, hold on. Let me back up a little bit. Let me back up because, look, can you wrap your head around what this guy is saying? Can you fathom what this guy right here is saying? Can you? Take a deep breath. Follow me. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Let's. Public corruption in Louisiana cannot get much worse, says the director. At the time, he was the outgoing director for the FBI. Now, family, this is where I'm going to base the conversation moving forward for the rest of the program. Here we have the top dog of the FBI is saying that public corruption. No, look, if he's saying that, who am I to say otherwise? What type of resources do I have? Does the resources that I have, can it compare? Can it even be on the same playing field with the FBI? No, brothers and sisters, it can't. Here we have the FBI spitting the truth. It's telling you, the people of Louisiana, that your public officials, look, when the FBI directors speak about public corruption, brothers and sisters, is talking about these group of people who we elect to office, and we call them government. That entity that we create and we call government according to the Constitution, and those people who we put to work for us, our employees, those people who call themselves public officials or politicians, those are the set of people who the FBI director is talking about. To the extent that here in New Orleans, they had to create 2 branches to deal with the level of public corruption here in New Orleans. We have in New Orleans, family, the most incarcerated population, bar none. The most incarcerated population, bar none, here in New Orleans. I said it on this program already, and I will continue to say it, that we have the wrong set of people behind bars. We have the wrong set of people behind bars. Look, let your brother share something with you. I reach out to the FBI. A matter of fact, look, family, the FBI came by your brother's house, spent over 2 hours by my house, my home, talking about political cronyism, about politicians here in New Orleans. I'm just telling you. They came by my home, sit in my office, home office, and we speak. Now, look, I'm no fan of the FBI. I'm the last person to to do any type of fanfare. I know how the FBI was started or created and for what purpose. I tell you, we are black conscious, not black ignorant. We are black conscious, not black ignorant. Follow me, family. So, we understand certain roles that they play in history and in present day society. We understand the role that they play. But at the same time, family, we have to, at some point, because again, what did I say earlier? The FBI is a branch of the federal government. You catch that? Government. Who create government? We the people. Who does the employees? Who are the bosses? We. So, if we don't hold them accountable, or if we are not on the job and stand in our rightful place as the bosses, who to blame? Them or us? Blame yourself, family. But let's go back. So, here is the FBI. He's saying that these public officials, these politicians, out of hand, they are running amok at the criminal justice system. They are doing what they want to do. Now we understand it takes the FBI a longer period of time to build a case. We understand that concept. We understand the concept that the FBI will sit on a subject, all right, for some period of time so they can build an ironclad case. We understand that concept, right? And to some, they will ask, man, so why we don't have more, or we don't hear about more politicians going to jail or getting indicted? Your brother is here to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. We have in the territory of New Orleans a politician by the name of Mitch J. Landrieu. A politician by the name of Mitch J. Landrieu. He is what you call the mayor of New Orleans. He is the mayor of that city, that municipal corporation, that body politic. That's what he's the mayor of. But follow me. He's the mayor. Let's leave it at that. He's the mayor. Let's not dissect this whole structure of government right now. That's not the purpose of this show today. But let's follow me. We have Mitch J. Landrieu, the mayor of New Orleans. A public servant. Somebody who we put to work for us. And when we put him to work for us, we give him a salary or we give him a compensation. Okay? So he can take care of his wife. His wife that he has been married to for the past, 30 years. No kudos here. Don't let that 30-year fool you. Don't kudos here. She put his ass out last year. Why? Hey, hold on. You guys remember when Reagan talked about Chocolate City? You guys remember that? That he wanted Louisiana to look like a chocolate city, or to come back to a chocolate city. Whatever it is that the brother said. You remember that? You remember how much heat he got for that crap? You remember the outcry he got for that? No. You don't remember, huh? But here we have a so-called Caucasian guy in a Mitch Landry. Now, he's married and his wife is also a Caucasian woman, right? But here we have a Mitch Landry, a Caucasian guy, taking advantage of a chocolate sister. You catch that? Here we have a Mitch Landry taking advantage of a chocolate sister, having an affair with a chocolate sister. No, the truth about his family, you know, listen, that's not an here or there, you know. That's not an here or there. To the point that I'm about to make, or I'm about to try to make. I just throw that into the whole mix of things. Because look, give it to him, he's a man. Now, that affair that him have with the chocolate sister or with the sister, that's supposed to be between him and his wife on the private side. I believe that to be factual. Yes, his wife kick him out. Yes, they had a child together, which they put up for adoption. That just deal with his... Look, that's something between him and his wife. Let's not even go there. That really don't affect us as the public. It shows the guy character, you know. It shows his character. But what I'm focused on is his criminal intent. Is his criminal intent and his criminal activity and the dynasty of his family. Check it out. The dynasty of the Landros. The dynasty of the Landros. We have in New Orleans the CEO or the mayor of this franchise corporation, Mitch Landry. And what they create what they call ordinance or laws. Now, in reality, from a common sense point of view or a common sense standpoint, when they create these ordinance was just created for them. For them, what do I mean by that? Who can create laws for the massive? Who can create laws for the people of Louisiana? Which body or which group of people have the authority to do that? The Louisiana legislature. That's the body or the group of people who can create laws that can be that can govern, or that is ironclad to the people of this territory. But again, I find myself going into, you know, that's not where I want to go. But look, you know something, let's go where it take us. Let's go where it take us. The Louisiana legislature, or Article 6 of the Louisiana Constitution. Again, family, when we talk on this program and the proven truth, we speak about that which is constant with facts and reality. That which is constant with facts and reality. I hope I'm not losing anybody. I hope I'm not losing you. The Constitution of Louisiana, Article 6 of that Constitution, deals with local government. Article 6 of the Louisiana Constitution deals with local government. And Section 5 of Article 6 deals with what is known as a Home Rule Charter. From my Facebook family and my YouTube family, this is the document we're talking about here. You see how thick it is? That's it right there. The Home Rule Charter of New Orleans. Now, so the Constitution create the Home Rule Charter for who? For the municipalities. For the municipalities. For that place we call the city of New Orleans. Let me read to you real quick, just to establish a starting point. Article 6 of the Louisiana Constitution, local government, Section 2, municipalities. The legislature shall provide by general law for the incorporation, consolidation, merger, and government of municipalities. No local or special law shall create a municipality corporation or amend, modify, or repeal a municipal corporation. However, a special legislative charter existing on the effective date of this Constitution may be amended, modified, or repealed by local or special law. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, family. So here we have the law of this territory, which is the Constitution, the Louisiana Constitution. And within that Constitution, it forms and authorizes what you may call or known as a local government. The Louisiana legislature give birth or prudence to the municipal corporation, right? And it also give that municipal corporation a binding or a guiding document, this document which we call the Home Rule Charter. Now when you look in the Home Rule Charter for the city of New Orleans, for all of you who know what this city means, as I've been saying for some time and I will continue to say, everything that is in law or refers to law, or every word that's in law, or every word that can be that you or we the people may or may not be subjected to, must be defined. Must be defined. So when you hear people talk loosely or in the everyday conversation and they make mention of certain words or certain phrases, and you think that you know it based on your knowledge, my brother, my sister, check yourself. Check again, because I guarantee you, what you think you know, you really don't. Or the meaning of that word or that phrase is not the way how it is applied in law. No, I'm not teaching law right here. Let me make that be clear. This is not law. I'm not teaching law. What I'm telling you is common sense. Is what I use every day. That's what my God gave me, common sense. Now, you open this document, which is the Home Rule Charter, and you're going to see the structure or the formation or the type of authority or body that the Home Rule Charter of New Orleans established. The very first page. Mitch J. Landrieu, Mayor. The City Council of the City of New Orleans. And it go down and it lists the council member. So we have a mayoral council structure. Okay? Now, when you go further into this document, family, and I encourage everybody, I encourage all my brothers and sisters, because at some point in time, we need to have a conscious or a educated, let's change that word, a knowledgeable conversation about what is factual. You see? We need to have a knowledgeable conversation about what is factual. And when you speak to me, or when we have a dialogue, or we're not on the same wavelength, or the same page, or the same level, it defeats the purpose. You keep on going through this document, and what you're going to find inside there, after the table of contents and the preamble, you're going to find chapters, or you're going to find departments. Okay, the departments. You're going to find departments. And department, you're going to tell you about department heads, and it's going to break down to you. It's going to break down to you the municipal corporation authority, where the authority or portfolio lies. I've been telling my brothers and sisters for a very long time. My rights, my aspiration, my well-being, you cannot find that in no book, in no constitution, in no Home Rule Charter. Nobody can tell me what my rights is. Nobody can tell me that. How the hell you gonna tell me if you look inside your Home Rule Charter or inside the Constitution for what my right? Oh, you know what my rights is? My rights are. Oh, you know that? I got many. A matter of fact, on a day-to-day, I don't recognize, I don't know them myself on a day-to-day, to be honest with you. Because my state of mind today may be changed tomorrow. And based on the state of mind that I'm in tomorrow, the rights that I proclaim unto myself are going to be different than the rights I'm proclaiming today. Well, let's get back. So, this document outlines, this Home Rule Charter outlines how they can go about establishing ordinance, set up the legal function. The Home Rule Charter do that. Okay? So within the Home Rule Charter, they establish perimeter or they establish laws. Now, understand the concept now, family. I want you to understand this concept. I want you to really understand the concept. It's just like the Constitution. Any one of the Constitution. Either the U.S. Constitution or the Louisiana Constitution. The Constitution is not for us. It's not for we the people. it is not for us. Its intent wasn't for us. When we create that document, we didn't create that document for ourselves. Nothing in that document away from, in most constitution, article 1 of that document that deals with rights, or certain amendments that deal with rights. And even then, it still didn't apply to us. That article or those amendments was to inform them, the politician, the public servant, the people who running for higher office, the mayors, the city council members, the presidents, the sheriffs, to inform them that, look, doing your business as an elected official, these are some enumerated rights that you must not touch or trample or trespass on. These rights belong to we the people. Everything in these documents relate to them, apply to them. Don't apply to us. And it could never apply to us. We are the bosses. Or we're going to have employees. Then we're going to give employees a document to control our activity. We ain't crazy. We ain't buffoons. Or we're going to have employees. Then give the employees a document and say, look, you can regulate what time we go to bed. Or you can regulate, what type of clothes we wear. Or you can regulate, you follow my Jeff? How can we have employees? So, you're going to go out there, employ somebody to work, pay that person money, then that person going to turn around and regulate how you conduct your affairs? I don't know. Look, the water that I drink is pure. Spring water. Come from my God. Family, I'm having too much fun with this crap. I'm having too much fun with this crap. One guy is supposed to have so much fun. It's supposed to be illegal. It's supposed to be illegal for one person to have so much fun. Huh? Just think about it. You're gonna employ somebody. Right? You're gonna employ people to work, to conduct your business, your affair. Then give them a document or some legal authority by which they can turn around and piss on your boot. Let's go back to the scheduling. Having too much fun. All right. I hope I'm not losing anybody right now. You know what I mean? Look. I'm just skimming the water right now, just to get to a point. I'm just skimming the water just to get to a point, family. Okay, so we established, according to the director of the FBI, that Louisiana, the territory of Louisiana, is the worst politically corrupted state in the union. We established that. We established that we have a person by the name of Mitch J. Landrieu, who, according to the Home Rule Charter, we established that we have a person by the name of Mitch J. Landrieu, who is the mayor of New Orleans. We established that. Come on, family. Facts and reality we're talking about right now. We established that the Louisiana Constitution, through a legislative act, creating what we now call local government, municipal corporation, cities and towns, townships, We also established that within Article 6 of the Louisiana Constitution deals with local government, and within that article, Section 4 or Section 5, create or establish what is known as a Home Rule Charter. Follow me. We're taking a systematic approach to this process. Follow me. We established that. We also established that within that Home Rule Charter, it breaks down the structure or the formation of the local government as we so now know it or call it. We further established that it's a mayor council member structure, right? We also established that within the Home Rule Charter there is departments that the mayor and the council members have authority over and can regulate. We established that. Okay? So we also established that within that Home Rule Charter, they have authority to promulgate or to establish what they call ordinance, laws. According to them, they call it laws. They call ordinance laws that they impose on the massive, all people that live in this territory, this landmass, New Orleans. But let's just stick to their point of view right now. We established all of these facts right here. So they're supposed to be following these ordinances, right? They created these ordinances and they're supposed to be following these ordinances. Now, family, we're going to take a quick break in a minute or two. Right? We're going to take a quick break. Then when we come back, when we return from the break, I want to show you, I'm going to show you that these so-called ordinances or laws ain't mean jack. Because if, no, well, we're coming to the first hour of the program, family. Let's take a break. Then when we come back, we're going to dive deep into the criminal mind and the criminal activity of the person who you know, your mayor, Mitch J. Landrum.
Philosophy which old one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere is war. It's a war that until they're no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes. Miss a war that until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race. And it's a war that until that day, the dream of rule of international morality, remaining but a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained. Now everywhere is war, war, and until the ignoble and unhappy regime that hold our brothers in Angola, in Mozambique, South Africa, saw the human bondage have been toppled, totally destroyed. Well, everywhere is war. Yes, a war. War in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south, war, war, rumors of a war. And until that day, the African continent will not know peace. We Africans will fight, we find it necessary, and we know we shall win, as we are confident in the victory of good over evil. Good over evil, yeah. Good over evil. live on forever. Love each other. We gotta live on forever. And love, one another.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to The Proven Truth. You're tuned into The Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown. Coming to you live from the studio of Radio Gumbo Creole here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. You can join us here every Monday and Thursdays and Saturdays between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. where we will be discussing issues that are relevant to us as a community, as a people, as a race, every Monday and Thursdays. Now, brothers and sisters, before we went to that brief break, we established certain parameters, we established certain facts as it relates to the creation of the municipal corporation as we know it, the city of New Orleans. We established certain facts about the political corruption here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. We also established that there's a document known to many by the Home Rule Charter, which give the local government the authority by which they can take certain action and move forward. Now, as I stated earlier, in actuality, in reality, these documents wasn't created for us, wasn't meant for us in no way, shape, or form, wasn't. However, because of miseducation, misdirection, cronyism, theft, deception, all those adjectives and more, the people or the masses find themselves subdued to a lot of these doctrines. Now, one must ask themselves, if these documents or these written ordinances or laws should be abide by or uphold or obeyed, it should stand to fact that it should be upheld, obeyed by all, not just a selected few, or not just on the poor, weak, and elderly. No, all. And when I say all, I mean all. Whether you form a part of the government or not. And if you create these documents or these ordinances and expect we the people to abide by these documents, it stands to fact that you supposed to abide by them to set that principle. Okay, so we, the people, would follow. So you write a law or an ordinance, and you expect us to obey that law or that ordinance, and you totally disregard that law or that ordinance. What are we the people supposed to do? Should we abide by something that you not abiding by? Brothers and sisters, here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, we got a gentleman by the name of Mitch J. Landrieu, who is the mayor of the city of New Orleans. Now, this gentleman, Landrieu, come from a dynasty of Landrieux. His father was once occupying that same seat that he is presently in right now, and about to leave in a few more months as the mayor. His sister was once Senator, U.S. Senator Mary Landrieu. His other sister, look, he's around 8 siblings of them. One of his sisters just stepped down from the Louisiana 4th Circuit Court of Appeal, Madeline. She's now the dean of the law institute or the law school, wherever. There's a next brother who is Maurice, who he is an attorney over there at the U.S. Attorney's Office. This family, this dynasty have some influence when it comes on to the political arena and within the social arena as well. And they portray themselves that way. They portray themselves that way. Now, again, he is the top dog, the CEO, the mayor of this corporation right here. And according to the Home Rule Charter of New Orleans, he is the head honcho. Here within this municipal corporation, we have, again, what they call ordinance, okay? Here we have an ordinance, and let me read what the ordinance said to you. No, before I even read it. How many of you ever received notice or a letter from the municipal corporation, administrative letter, stating that you're in violation? Listen to the words, you know, family. Again, look, no, I don't want to twist it. Let's stick straight to the point. How many of you receive administrative letter from this municipal corporation telling you you're in violation of the red light camera, the parking violation, that your vehicle is about to be towed or boot, that you're in violation of some municipal code, and you are ordered to come into their municipal settings? And should you not abide or obey, then there will be a penalty imposed. And if that penalty reach a point where you don't pay it, then you are now subjected to further litigation or further action. Not litigation, but action. How many of you ever get correspondence like those? And shaking your boots. shaking your boots when you get those correspondence. How many of you get correspondence like those? How many of you when you get those correspondence run down to City Hall like crazy? Borrow your money from your friend, your mom, your father, your strangers, just to fulfill these alleged obligations. How many of you do that? Because you think that it's the law or it's some ordinance that you must abide by. How many of you? I don't know. Let me read this one ordinance to you. Or this one section. Now again, this is supposed to be applicable to all. This is what it says. All parking lots shall be separated from walkways, sidewalks, streets, or alley by a wall, fence, excluding chain link fencing, landscaping, curbing, wheel, stop, or any combination thereof. Approved by the Department of Public Works, Safety and Permits, and the Central Business District Historic Landmark Commission, when applicable, so as to prevent all vehicles parked thereon from protruding over public-owned streets. You catch that? Full stop. So that's the law. According to them. That's their ordinance. Alright? So this ordinance right here deals with parking lots. That's what this ordinance right here deals with. Parking lots. Parking lots is a parking lots are commercial property. Commercial property. This is a commercial piece of property right here. It's not private. Well, private to the extent that an individual may own it, right? But away from that, it's not private. Or private to the extent that you may have a LLC form, and that piece of lot is attached to that LLC. But here we have the ordinance or the law that governs here in the territory of New Orleans parking lots. This is the law, brothers and sisters. You must have a fence. What the law said? To separate the walkway from the general public. Okay? From the general public. Because again, we the people have a right to utilize these roads. But some persons or some people see it fit to generate revenue. And one of the ways they do generate in revenue in these municipal corporations, in these cities all over the country, is by creating these parking lots. Now, in creating these parking lots, you must be mindful of the general public. You must be mindful of the general public. So here we have the law that's on the books that govern these type of parking lots. The law, right? You would think that somebody or someone or a group of people who altered these laws or these ordinances would be inclined to obey or abide by these ordinances. You would think that. But no, brothers and sisters. Not the dynasty of the Langers. Not Mitch Langer, the mayor of New Orleans. not Mitch Lanjo. Mitch Lanjo is above the law. The law don't apply to Mitch J. Lanjo, nor his family. Here we have a piece of property that's supposed to be on the Avalarum tax roll. That's supposed to be listed on the Orleans Parish Tax Assessor's website. Owned by Mitch J. Lanjo and his siblings. A piece of property that's supposed to be on the Avalarum tax roll, generating revenue for the municipal corporation. That is in violation of this law right here. I verify this to be factual for myself, brothers and sisters. I went to these property. Look, Mitch Lanjo is utilizing the office of mayor for a financial gain, not only for himself, but for members of his family. I went to a couple of these property, these secret property. No, family, these are property the public don't even know about. Or the Lanjo Mitch Lanjo and his family try to keep it secret, hush hush. I went on O'Keefe Street or Avenue over the past weekend to verify for myself. I went on a couple other properties or a couple of locations where they have properties. And you can just walk onto these parking lots. The only thing that is on these open lots or these parking lots, away from them, that money machine, right? But the only thing that's there to protect the public is what you call is those yellow bumper stoppers, those brick barriers that when you roll your car up or you drive your car up to the front of it, it stops the car from actually, you know what I mean, or tell the car that, look, you're hitting something. Here we have the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch J. Lanjo, breaking the law again. This is just one of many that we brought to the table. Mitch Lanjo and his administration and his departments in City Hall, they will take every red cent from you, alleging that you didn't pay a parking ticket, or alleging that you do some type of municipal violation, and they will subject you to a financial penalty. They do it every single day with a vengeance. And here you have the top dog, the CEO, the president, the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch J. Lanjo, not following his own order, his own ordinance. So you're not following your own ordinance, and you expect us or the general public to run behind you guys and pay some. So hold on. If it's not good for you, why is it good for us? Here we have the mayor of New Orleans, family, utilizing his office. Not only, look, again, when we put this guy into office as a mayor, we didn't just put him into office and didn't give him a salary so he could take care of his wife. No, we didn't do that. We ensure that he gets a salary, and a goddamn good salary too. But this is what he did. He knowingly even getting that salary, and look, you see, this is what I'm talking about, family. I said it already and I say it again. Mitch Landrieu ain't no stupid guy or a dummy. He's a criminal genius. Here, Mitch Landrieu, you won't find these lots under the name of Mitch Landrieu. If you think you're going to find these parking lots under the name of Mitch J. Landrieu, you make a sad mistake. That's what LLCs are for. That's what those limited liability corporations company are for. That's why they were created. So you could rob people underneath a limited liability. That's what they're doing. Here we have a piece of property that's supposed to be paying a tax. One, it's tax exempt. You think his friend Errol G. Williams, the Orleans Parish tax assessor, who's called himself the tax assessor, don't know about this piece of property and who own it? To the point where it's tax exempt? No. We are creating the vastest homeless population here in New Orleans. Telling people that, look, you don't pay us property tax annually, so you're going to lose your piece of property. A property to which don't fall underneath that commercial realm. Have nothing to do with commerce. Generating no income like these parking lots that Mitch Landrieu own and his family own. That dynasty you call Landrieu own. Why do you think Mitch Landrieu have a brother sitting in the U.S. Attorney's office? Why do you think you have a Mitch Landrieu, have a sister, sits on the judiciary? Huh? This guy ensure that this family is positioned strategically in places where, should anything or when the first shot fire, they are there to withstand that first blow or that initial blow, or to stop any other shots from keep on firing. Here we have the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch J. Landrieu, with properties that he is hiding underneath an LLC for him and his other siblings. This is what we're talking about, special treatment. No, again, if you think that these lots, all over New Orleans, in the city, within that 10 square mile right down there, or whatever. I went and looked at some of these property, some of these lots myself over the weekend, brothers and sisters. And all these lots are in violation of the municipal code. Where's the outcry from the city council? Where's the outcry from the departments within the code enforcement departments? You think the code enforcement departments don't know that these parking lot is owned by Mitch J. Landrieu. So here we have Mitch J. Landrieu generating millions of dollars. You can pay $3. Well, it's $3 for the first hour and a half, I think, or 2 hours. Mitch is making money. He's generating a revenue off of the backs of the New Orleans people, hands down. Mitch is making money. That's the reason why. Let's go back to the quote. Let's go back to the quote. Where is it? That's the reason why the FBI director said, talk about political corruption, the worst in the union. Mitch couldn't hide these properties by himself. Mitch cannot hide all of these properties by himself. He must have somebody like a Errol G. Williams to assist him. He must have a member of the city councils to assist him. He must have members in the judiciary to assist him. Mitch J. Landrieu cannot hide all these properties by himself. Mitch J. Landrieu wouldn't be look, for years, for decades, Mitch and his family own these properties, not paying tax on these properties, not paying the avalarum tax on these properties. That's what it is, the avalarum tax. That same tax that they send to you annually and you run and pay it like crazy. Here we have the mayor of Mitch Landrieu of New Orleans, who is hiding property, under LLC. Hiding property under LLC. 9 Land. Go check for yourself on the Secretary of State website. You will see 9 Land LLC, 9 Land blah 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 LLC. Mitch Landrieu is one of the members there. And his brother, Maurice. Yeah. They are the U.S. attorney. Family. Here we have the Landrieux. One of them is the mayor of New Orleans, Mitch Landrieu, who, with his brother and other sibling, but if you should check public documents, you will see that not only Mitch Landrieu, but his brother as well, which is a U.S. attorney, assistant attorney, here in the territory of New Orleans. You see, it's supposed to sick you to your stomach when you recognize that these people use their influence and authority and position to commit crime and get away with it. Because people who know don't know nothing about it. And then, not only that, but you have other politicians who was elected to office to serve we the people who conspire with them. You think that Errol G. Williams don't know that Mitch Landrieu and his brothers are his siblings have parking lots all over New Orleans which they're hiding and not paying property tax, and to the point where you can find it on the assessor's office website as exempt? Or you're going to be exempt in a piece of commercial property that generating revenue that value millions of dollars? Huh? Then you're going to go and you're going to take that person who haven't had a job for months. You're going to take away their roof from over their head. You're going to take you're going to take the shelter from under their heads because they can't pay you that misapply ad valorem tax. So now they have to end up sleeping on the Clearborn Bridge or any bridge you can find here in New Orleans, Louisiana. When you have a crooked bastard like Mitch Lange, call himself the mayor, hiding properties, him and his sibling, hiding properties that's supposed to be on the ad valorem tax roll. Not paying tax and violating their own laws. Violating their own laws. Here we have the ordinance that says, when you have a piece of property, a parking lot, this ordinance deals directly with parking lots. Here we have Mitch Lange with 7 different parcels, if not more. Him and his siblings. Different parcels of lots. Now, look. You see the hypocrisy in your family? And that's why I tell people, don't listen to mainstream media. Or don't listen to the propaganda or all the lies. Think for yourself. Use your nugget. Use what God give you. Mitch Lange start a pack, you know. Mitch Lange start a pack. Look, I'm going to find the email and read for you. Mitch Lange started a pack, right, against Donald Trump because he wants to be on the ballot for 2020, right? And he's talking about, Donald, there's one barrage of things against Donald Trump, right? And at the same time, stuff that he's talking about Donald Trump about, that's what he's goddamn doing. He's talking about the fact that Donald Trump is a millionaire, or of property he's not exposing, or he's generating money from some of his business here, some of his business while he's a president. You see the hypocrisy? Mitch wanted to think that Donald Trump is the worst person ever because he outlined why he's saying that. And here you have Mitch Lange doing the same goddamn thing. Huh? He's worse than goddamn Donald Trump. You know why? Donald Trump was a millionaire or a billionaire before he ran for office. The world know that. The world know that. Everybody know that Donald Trump was a millionaire or a billionaire and have properties all over the world. Here we have Mitch Lange and his family hiding their properties, what they have. Hiding it. Hiding their properties. To the point where they're supposed to be paying taxes. Look, this is what your mayor, Mitch Lange, said to a reporter when a reporter confronted this crooked bastard about all this property. Listen to your mayor. I'm going to quote him right now. The consequence of you writing that story is people will question my integrity. You ain't got no goddamn integrity, Mitch. No, that wasn't part of the quote. Let me start again. The consequence of you writing that story is people will question my integrity. Lange told the Lens in an interview. I don't see the story, period. You hear this bastard? Mitch Lange is telling a reporter, I don't see the story. You ain't gonna see the story. Or you gonna see the story and you are the story. He's telling the report, listen family. Mitch Lange, The reporter is saying to Mitch, Mitch, you the mayor of the city of New Orleans. You supposed to ensure that your ordinance that you endorse and on the books are followed or are obeyed. You supposed to ensure that you're not following your own ordinance. You have parking lots out there that you are generating revenue from that's supposed to, according to code enforcement, supposed to be barricading, and they're not. You have parking lots out there or properties out there which supposed to be on the Avalarium tax roll, and they're not. You have parking lots or property out there that's supposed to pay taxes to the municipal corporation, and it's tax exempt, and you're gonna say you don't see the story? What a gall this guy have. This guy have a peer. I think his peer bigger than my peer, to be honest with you. God damn. You got a peer, Mitch. Mitch is telling the reporter, man, look, keep your goddamn ass quiet. That's what he's telling the reporter. The consequences of you writing that story is people will question my integrity. You ain't got no integrity, Mitch. What kind of integrity you worry about? How can you have integrity? Let me ask you a question, Mitch. Does a person who have integrity, would a person who have integrity go to a company or a CEO like a Byron Burroughs, the CEO of Acorn Information System LLC, another LLC family, doing business here as civicsource.com, and took a bribe? Would somebody with integrity took a bribe from civicsource.com CEO? You talk about integrity? Would somebody with integrity, Mitch, give his family members work or contract that DBE company is supposed to get? Mitch, you talk about integrity? Would somebody with integrity, Mitch J. Lanjo, give work to his family members? Totally, they don't talk about the conflict of interest now. You worried about your integrity? Or would somebody in your position, Mitch, who is married, go and cheat on his wife? You talk about integrity with his employee? Would somebody with integrity, Mitch, give up his, what do you call it, bastard baby for adoption? You talk about, you worry about integrity, Mitch? What kind of integrity you talking about? Would somebody with integrity go all over America and tell the people of America about the wonderful work you did in removing the Confederate statue, when you know for a fact that you didn't do shit, Mitch? You worry about integrity? Who the hell are you to worry about integrity, Mitch, when you have a closet full of dirty skeleton? That's the least of your problem. Your problem should be that you and your brother Maurice be lovey-dovey for a very long time, and him don't decide to leave the U.S. Attorney's office, so that at some point charges can be filtered through the system, so that you can be joining Ray Nagin in federal prison. You mixed biracial are supposed to be in prison, Mitch. You talk about integrity. That word, integrity? You worry about integrity?
That word don't come. Look. As far as the East is from the West is Mitch J. Landrieu and integrity. You talk about integrity. Look, don't come on this side of the road and talk about integrity. When we look to somebody who have integrity, Mitch J. Landrieu is far from it. I tell you that. You can go tell that to mainstream media. They will bite. They will bite. You have been telling them of the wonderful works you've been doing here, clean as a son. Family. This is how Mitch sell himself to mainstream media, to white America. As a southern person, as a southern boy, I took action. As a southern boy, I recognized that, oh man, that what is going on here as it relates to the statue of white supremacy, that black kids in New Orleans looking at the statue of white supremacy, it's wrong. And I took action. I saw it fit. And before I did that, I consulted my close friend. And my close friend told me, look, he would, man, stick it up somewhere, man. You talk about integrity. If you had any form of integrity, Mitch, if you had any form of integrity, when members of the collaborative came to you with that disparity study, when you recognize when that disparity study came to light, you wouldn't talk about, oh, it was the first you know about it, or you wasn't aware of the inequity across the board. You was the person who was creating that inequity according to the disparity study. You was the person who was creating that unjustice or injustice according to the disparity study. Yeah, you was doing that, Mitch. You was doing that. You was ensuring that your family members get contracts. When there was black contractors, black DBE minority contractors here in New Orleans who was supposed to get those contracts. You put your family members before the people who put your ass into office. You put your financial wealth, your financial gain, and your political aspiration before the people of New Orleans. That's what you do, Mitch. You talk about integrity. Tell that to your cousin and your sisters. That's what you need to tell that to. Go tell your sisters and your cousins that you have integrity. They will believe you. Go tell that to your brother, Maurice Landrieu, the U.S. attorney. He will believe you. Because his name as well is also on the Secretary of State website. He's also a member of the goddamn LLC. So you go tell him. He will believe you. The whole of you guys are crooked bastard. The whole family. The whole Landrieu family are crooks. The whole of you are crooks. His sister. Listen to this. Listen to what his sister is saying. His sister is going to say that Shelly. This is what Shelly said. She couldn't remember whether or not these parking lots was purchased by her father, right? The former mayor of Louisiana and New Orleans. She couldn't remember. Look, brothers and sisters, Mitch Landrieu and his family think the people of New Orleans are buffoons or who have no common sense. They think that we are stupid. No, No. Let's talk. The most thing was stupid. She gonna state that she could not remember whether her father, Moon Lanjo, purchased the properties or if she and her siblings paid for it. You know what that leads a guy like me to believe? It leaves someone like me to believe that these are some of the properties that Errol G. Williams steal and rob from people and share it up and divide among themselves. You know how much properties Errol G. Williams have hiding too? That's what I leave me to believe. If she don't know if her father purchased the property or she and her other sibling, you don't know? So hold on there. Hold on for something, family. Hold on. Check this out. You have a Mercedes Benz, right? You have a Mercedes Benz driving all over Louisiana. And you don't know who purchased it. You just know that you have it. And you own it. And you don't know who purchased that Mercedes Benz. You don't know who purchased the Mercedes Benz. But it's yours. No, check it out. You don't know who purchased it, but it's yours, you know. Right? It's yours. Shelly Lanjo and Mitch Lanjo want you to believe that all of these parking lots in New Orleans, that's in violation of their own codes, and that they're making millions from. So hold on it. That means they can't show you a title or a bill of sale. That's what she's saying. That means some other black family that's supposed to be leaving this wealth to their family. Some other family who the rightful owners of this property, we don't know who it is. That's what that is. If this is not theft at the I family, if this is not theft at the highest, I don't know what is. They don't know who pay for these parking lots. Look, I don't know if my daddy pay. Look, I'm living inside this big house. But I don't know if my daddy pay for this house or my brother and sisters pay for this house. All I know that this house is my house. Yeah, this house is my house. And you know something? I'm renting out 2 rooms and collecting money off of this house too. And not only that, but you know something else? This house is not even on the tax roll, the Avalon tax roll. Even though it's a commercial house and I'm making lots of money. You see what I'm talking about, family? Here you have Mitch Lanjo talking about integrity. No, I hope I didn't lose anybody, you know. Hope I didn't lose anybody. But you see where we started from? You see where we started from? We're starting from the point where the director of the FBI, he said that the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana is the most corrupted place, politically corrupted in the Union. Right? We went and we established from the Constitution certain premise. Right? We established that we have a person here we call the mayor, Mitch J. Lanjo, who is more worried about his integrity being spoiled out there than the law. Michelangelo is breaking the law, not following his own ordinance and code. Now, this is the sick part of it, family, and I hope you guys understand my anger and this point. Every single day you walk out and you go on the streets of New Orleans, they have these people dressed in blue outfits. They call them code enforcers, right? They write your tickets. They write your tickets. If you put money in a meter and you happen to overstay for 15 minutes and they pass, they give you a ticket and they ask you to pay it. They say you are violating their code. You are violating their code. The code says you need to pay to park your car. And if you don't pay that ticket, they send you these administrative letters telling that they're going to boot your car or move your vehicle. They're asking you to give them money. And some of you so timid and scared. And you know something to family, not all of you. Some of you understand all the time and just don't have that zest or that will to fight. And I don't blame you. Because when you have a crooked bastard like Michelangelo, who don't, look, nobody can talk to me, look, talk to me about what? Code violation? Let somebody come try and talk to me about code violation. I'm going to say go talk to Mitch and his family. The Landros ain't no more superior than the Browns. The Landros ain't no more superior than the Browns. And Michelangelo ain't more superior than Anthony Brown. I'm more superior than his ass, if truth be told. From a historical point. From all points. I'm more superior to his goddamn bastard than anybody else. So if he can get away, or if he see fit not to follow the municipal corporation ordinance and codes, why should I? Why should I? Brothers and sisters, as usual, the time, you know what I mean, it's just, this 2 hours is just too short for us. We need more than 2 hours. We need more than 2 hours to talk to your family. But look, this is your brother, Anthony Brown, saying, much love.
Is there remorse? We take the half of those when you get to the past. Those who came across your path, their life they've lost. Sure, and he replied, say, circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should understand. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May sound strange, might sound foolish, but things ain't getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing we one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. But if you